Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the organizational board meeting this evening. It is December 16, 2025. It does coincide with the third night of Hanukkah, so I'd like to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah. But before we start the meeting, I'd like to have a moment of silence for a few issues that have happened recently and for the victims. I'd like to have a moment of silence for the victims of the Bondi Beach, Brown University, and also our former alum, Rob Reiner, and his wife, who unfortunately were murdered this week. So I would like a moment of silence, please. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the Horace Mann Student Council President, Mason Mann, Vice President Arthur Anshin, and the Horace Mann Principal, Dr. Stephen Suttle, who are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So welcome, gentlemen.
Hi, my name is Mason Mann. I am a fifth grader and the ASB president for Horace Mann.
And I am Arthur, the ASB vice president at Horace Mann Elementary School.
Thank you for having us today.
It is an honor for us to lead this wonderful community and this Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand.
Place your right hand over your heart.
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Thank you. Thank you, boys. We really appreciate your being here this evening. And now I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the orchestras and the band and orchestra leader from Beverly Vista School, the Advanced Orchestra, Mr. Alan Park, and his Beverly Vista Middle School Advanced Orchestra, and welcome this evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Park. That was really delightful. And wow, I'm so impressed by all of you. I hope you keep going. I'm looking forward to seeing you next year and the year after. And the year after. Okay, moving, while they're changing places, I would like to introduce the El Rodeo Student Council President, Gia Namiri, and the Vice President, Jordan Tabibian, and the principal from the school, Kim Delosio, to read the mission and vision. If they would come forward, please. Welcome. Thank you for coming here.
Our mission is educational excellence.
Our vision is that our students will realize their full potential and thrive with integrity in a complex, changing world.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce the Beverly Vista Middle School 6th grade ASB leader, Max Marshavitsky, Teddy Benjamin, and Alexis Shore, and our principal, Mr. Richard Waters, to read the community pledge. Can I have you all come forward, please? Thank you.
I'm Alexis.
I'm Max. And I'm Teddy Benjamin, and thank you for having us. The BHUSD community acknowledges that in order to achieve educational excellence, we must act with integrity and respect for each other and our learning environment. Therefore, I pledge to
Model civil behavior and respect in all communications and in public while maintaining a culture of honesty. Listen and acknowledge differences of opinions. Do my part to protect an exclusive culture in which we honor the relationship between all school community members and honor our learning environment, including how we take care of our schools and personal property.
By holding ourselves and each other accountable to this pledge at all times, we will promote an environment of educational excellence that will allow our BHUSD community to thrive.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here this evening. And now it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce Mr. Justin Klotzel and the Beverly Hills High School Madrigals, who will entertain us with some, I think, songs for the holidays. Oops.
Frosty the snowman was a jolly old soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day.
Must have been some magic in that old top hat they found.
For when they put it on his head, he began to dance around. Now to a village in a broomstick, running here and there all around the square, saying, "Catch me if you can."
But
Oh,
Frosty,
he's such a cold man,
had to
hurry, hurry on his way. So we waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." Bumpity bump bump, bumpity bump bump, look at Frosty go. Bumpity bump bump, bumpity bump bump, over the hills of snow. Nelly, 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 ducky, Bahanuka, Nelly, Ali. Bahanuka, Nelly, Ali. Bahanuka, Shelly, Mashi. Nelly, 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 ducky. Bahanuka, Nelly, Ali. Bahanuka, Nelly, Ali. Bahanuka, Shelly, Mashi. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. On our way is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland.
Thank you so much, Madrigals. Thank you, Mr. Klotzel. Thank you.
At this time, it's my honor to introduce Miss Joy Weiser singing America the Beautiful. Ms. Weiser attended BHUSD schools and graduated from BHHS, where she herself was a madrigal. Joy graduated from Boston University School of Fine Arts, studied vocal performance, and continues to entertain throughout the Southland, and she is the proud daughter of Mrs. Marcus.
So I just want to say thank you to Dr. Turnus for asking me to sing today, and for the entire city for their support of my mother this year as the president. So thank you so much, and it's my honor to be here. Beautiful. Where's the music? Should I keep going? Oh, give one more chance. One more chance. Beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dreams that sees beyond thy years, thine alabaster cities gleam undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you very much, Joy. Actually, I know her as Jackie because, well, her name was Jackie, but everybody else calls her Joy. Anyway, thank you. I love that. Thank you for joining. Okay, I would like to get a motion to approve the agenda. Could I get a motion to approve the agenda, please?
I move to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Mrs. Manicherry. And a second?
I'll second.
I heard too many. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Sabag. Okay, call for the motion. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. 5-0. I guess the student member's not here tonight. She's studying for finals. Okay, at this point, I'd like to get a motion to approve the resolution 2025-2026-10 for Rochelle Marcus.
I hereby move to approve resolution number 2025-2026-10- Rochelle Marcus.
And can I get a second, please?
I'll second.
Thank you, Dr. Stern. Okay, you want to read?
Sure. I'll be glad to read that. Whereas Rochelle Marcus has served as president of the Beverly Hills Unified School District from December 2024 through December 2025, and whereas for more than 60 years, demonstrating steadfast dedication to students, staff, and the entire BHUSD community, she consistently placed student education at the forefront of every decision while upholding the highest standards of fiscal responsibility. And whereas Mrs. Marcus championed student-centered initiatives, advancing key academic programs, including the launch of the Dual Language Academy, the implementation of high-impact tutoring, the adoption of a new TK through 8 math curriculum, and rising CASP scores, while also strengthening the district's partnership with City Greens to expand hands-on learning opportunities for students. And whereas Mrs. Marcus championed increased counseling services to ensure BHUSD students are college and university ready, supporting and encouraging more graduates to pursue four-year colleges and universities. And whereas through her staff interview series, Mrs. Marcus Meets, she deepened her understanding of BHUSD programs and highlighted the exceptional work of district staff, strengthening connections across departments and school sites. And whereas Mrs. Marcus was a constant and visible presence throughout the district, attending concerts, athletic competitions, student showcases, school site events, and even meetings of the ping pong club, demonstrating her genuine commitment to celebrating and supporting student life. And whereas she played a vital role in advancing key construction milestones, overseeing the opening of the BHHS Building B4, the softball field, tennis courts, the BVMS soccer field, and the newly opened Salter Theater, all of which enhance the educational experience for current and future students. And whereas Mrs. Marcus guided the Board of Education in shaping the future direction of the district by advancing a thoughtful and strategic superintendent search process, ensuring the selection of a forward-thinking superintendent aligned with BHUSD's long-term vision and goals. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the Beverly Hills Unified School Board of Education hereby honors Rochelle Marcus for her outstanding leadership, historic service, and unwavering commitment to the students and staff of Beverly Hills Unified School District, presented the 16th day of December, 2025.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Should I set this right here?
Yeah, and you have to give me the plaque.
And this is our outgoing plaque and gavel.
Wow, thank you. Oop, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Judy.
My pleasure.
And now if the comments from any of the outgoing, for the comments, if they want it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we'll go around then. Mr. Stewart.
Thank you. To echo many of the things I said last week, just want to obviously thank you, and mainly just thank you for your service in general. I mean, I don't think anyone is going to break your record of years of service to our city, our kids, our families. So just for that alone, you are someone who's going to go down in history as someone that not only worked incredibly hard for us, but really sacrificed so much to make our city better and our families better, and especially our kids. So it's been an honor to serve with you. Obviously, you're not going anywhere. You're just moving one seat down, but I'm just very grateful for everything that you've done for us and everyone in this room, and of course, most importantly, our students.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mrs. Manicherry.
Thank you. Mrs. Marcus, I know that this was not the presidency that you envisioned for yourself, and there probably was a lot more change than a woman in your position was anticipating. And we usually don't share private conversations that we've had among each other, but I, with your permission, would like to share one. One day as board president and vice president, you and I attended an event, a meeting, a panel on behalf of the school district, and we were being interviewed. And when we walked out of that meeting, I said to you, Mrs. Marcus, what are we doing here? And you said to me, Judy, I'm ready to make some change. And I believe that if you and I did not have that moment of clarity and honesty and partnership and truth, we would not be sitting here today having set the district on the trajectory that we know it's on. And on behalf of my children and this community, I thank you for that moment and all that has come since then, which has not been easy, but has been worthwhile in my book. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Stern.
Before your tenure on the board, I became aware that you were in the school, or you worked here in the district for 55 years. 55 years. And as a veteran myself for the public schools, I know a lot of some of the things that you experienced. For example, I can imagine the rush or the high you had when your students finally mastered fractions. Or I imagine you standing in front of a science class and every single student is in awe because you spent so much time preparing their science lesson. As president, you have grace, follow through, and grit. And even though you've gotten mad at me a couple times for taking my shoes off under the dais, I have greatly felt your support as a colleague. And even when you get upset by the star van that always stops by your famous storied address, your love and loyalty for Beverly Hills is boundless. Your no-nonsense, pragmatic approach and discerning judgment are greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Smith. Mrs. Sabag.
Yes, Mrs. Marcus. It has been a true honor to serve alongside Mrs. Marcus and to witness firsthand her extraordinary dedication to the Beverly Hills Unified School District. With more than 60 years of service to our schools and community, Mrs. Marcus represents the very best of what it means to be a lifelong steward of public education. Her leadership as a board president has been defined by unwavering commitment, thoughtfulness, and genuine care for our students. Mrs. Marcus's presence at school events, without exception, speaks volumes about her belief that visibility, connection, and engagement matter. She has always made it a priority to show up, listen, and support our students, families, educators, and staff. I deeply respect the time, energy, and heart Mrs. Marcus has given to this district over the decades. Her institutional knowledge as an educator, steady leadership, and devotion to excellence have been invaluable. She has worked tirelessly, led with integrity, and fostered collaboration through initiatives. Mrs. Marcus gave us all the opportunity to listen and view our staff through her wonderful lens and questions during Mrs. Marcus Meets, creating meaningful opportunities for dialogue and community connection. It has been a privilege to work with Mrs. Marcus and learn from her example. Her legacy of service, compassion, and commitment to our students will continue to shape BHUSD for generations to come. Our district is stronger because of her, and her impact will be felt for many years ahead.
Thank you so much. You want me to go over there?
We need
Dr. Turnus.
Oh. Yes. Mrs. Marcus, I would like to say that I've had a great deal of enjoyment working with you. I recall sitting in your living room having a frank conversation before I took this position, and to feel the weight of and the gravity of being a superintendent in Beverly Hills, it really sunk in when I first met with you. And I will say from the outside, this community is thought of as glitz and glamour and celebrities. But on the inside, the truth is that the biggest celebrity in town is Mrs. Marcus. And I will tell you, when you walk down the street with her, you know it's true, because everybody knows Mrs. Marcus. And it says a lot about Mrs. Marcus. It also says a lot about our community. We value education above everything else. It is the most important pillar of our community, and Mrs. Marcus symbolizes that to everybody that values education in our community. So, Mrs. Marcus, I thank you for your service, your partnership. It's been an honor to work with you.
Before I move on and make my comments, I need to get a motion to approve the resolution. We have a motion on the floor, and I just need to call for the motion. All those in favor of the motion to approve the resolution, which Mrs. Manicherry read, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. That passes 5-0. Okay. I'm going to... Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. As I step down from my second term as president of the Beverly Hills Unified School District's Board of Education, I want to first and foremost say that it has been an honor to lead this past year, and want to take a brief moment to express my gratitude for the opportunity to do so to several groups and stakeholders. First, to my fellow board members who have served with me for the past 7 years, both current and former trustees, and of course, all the wonderful student board members for all their resilience and dedication, I thank you. To our new superintendent, Dr. Alice Chernis, for your tireless work, professionalism, and commitment, thank you. To our superintendent, Dr. Michael Breggy, who also led our district with professionalism and commitment during my first term as president, I thank him. To our administrative and district staff, and there are far too many of you to name individually, to all of you who serve our district's best interests with dedication and professionalism in education services, student services, business services, personnel services, construction services, communications, technology, athletics, food services, and of course, safety and security. I hope that includes everyone. And for all your tireless work that you do, I thank you. To all the parents and community members here in Beverly Hills, all of those who support us, challenge us, pose tough questions and comments, because you truly care deeply about our students, your children, and the quantity of education and the quality of education that they receive. Thank you. It takes a big heart to shape the little minds, and if you've walked in my shoes, you know that the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. And so, to all of our district's teachers, aides, and support staff for all your dedicated efforts and the devotion you show to each and every student every school day, thank you. And to our students, whether you are in TK, elementary school, middle school, or high school, you are the reason we serve. You are the reason why we do this. Strive to be great and remember our mission. Realize your full potential and thrive with integrity in this complex and changing world. Thank you. Now, I didn't leave them out. I also want to thank my family. 7 years of board stewardship has meant that Mom and Grandma could not always be around as much as my family would have liked. And I'm sure they would have preferred fewer battle-tested exchanges that I needed to make when standing my ground for the betterment of our students and when tough decisions need to be made. So to Marty, Debbie, Joy, Paul, Emily, Elan, and Alea, thank you. And they're right here in front for all of you to see. What was the score of the game again? That's the most important thing. He plays defense. I will continue to serve this district in what will be my last year as serving on this board, and I am proud of my more than 60 years of service as a teacher, a parent, a community member, a school board trustee, and even an assistant principal at Horace Mann and Hawthorne School. I am proud to say that I have taught every subject at one time or another during my tenure. When I started teaching physical education, if you can believe that, at Horace Mann School in 1963, yes, I said 1963, I never imagined that I would spend more than 2/3 of my life connected with the Beverly Hills schools, or that I would be standing here tonight as the outgoing Board of Education president for the second time. So please indulge me as I recall a few highlights during my teaching time. I instituted and taught international folk dancing to all the students during physical education at Horace Mann School. And then we had a May Fete where the kids got to demonstrate what they learned during the dances they learned. Students danced during their lunchtime, and it became so popular that the teachers requested their own dance class after school. I developed an interdisciplinary program called Project Wild to teach children about our planet's wildlife, ecosystems, and conservation, a program that I took to all 4 elementary schools. I still hear from students today who tell me that they did not want to miss school the day their class had a Project Wild lesson, as they were not only educational, but fun. I developed and taught an elementary level science labs at Hawthorne, which enhanced the school curriculum with hands-on engagement. Students look forward to coming to the laboratory, and former students come up to me even today, decades later, to tell me that they remembered 1 or 2 of the labs that they did. I can't forget all the field trips that I arranged to the Bayona Wetlands, Astro Camp, and the Marine Floating Institute for my elementary classes. In fact, I'll always remember our last trip when we arrived at the marina, ready to go, and learned that the institute had sunk the night before. Luckily, it sunk before we went. I also attended many outdoor educational trips to Yosemite and Isleworth with the students, and I was always the first one to be on the list to go. I loved being with the kids. They even gave me the nickname of Mama Marcus. During my 7 years on the board, there have been some challenges and, of course, many changes that I have been a part of. From 1, reconfiguring our schools to better meet the needs of our students. 2, adopting a strategic plan, creating a clearer path for educational excellence with clear goals to assess. 3, the reopening of El Rodeo and 4 new modernized buildings at the high school. 4, balancing our district's budget while keeping a strong reserve. 5, maintaining a strong program for the social and emotional well-being of our students. 6, developing a world-class safety and security system. 7, improving the athletic fields at the high school, Beverly Vista Middle School, El Rodeo, and Horace Mann Elementary Schools. 8, enhancing the counseling program at all our schools. 9, offering CERP to our classified and certificated staff. And last but not least, and the hiring of our new superintendent and reorganizing and changing many administrative positions. This is just a partial list of some of the accomplishments and changes that have been made during my tenure. But our work is not finished. We need to grow and evolve. We need to complete the construction program, including the new athletic building and athletic fields, our Huskies, Eagles, Bulldogs and Normans must compete at the highest level and show pride in their school when doing so. And our grand lawn at the high school will be grand once again. We must also support and grow our visual arts and performing arts programs, which I dearly cherish. We have completed amazing theaters and auditoriums, and we should encourage our students to be more artistic, to play an instrument, to sing, to act and dance. To quote Kurt Vonnegut, to practice any art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow. So do it. As I hand over the gavel, I do so with a deep sense of pride and optimism, and I wish our new board president and vice president a successful year in their new positions. I may be stepping down as the president, but you will still have my presence on the board. Thank you. Next board president, I would like to place a nomination. Oh, thank you. Okay, I would like to call for the nominations, and I will make the nomination to my friend, and who I have nothing but the greatest confidence that she is going to lead our district going forward, and I make a motion to nominate Miss Judy Manicherry. And now I would like to have a second to the motion.
Mrs. Marcus,
please.
I would love to second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. It's a 5-0, and now I will have the ceremonial installation by Dr. Chernus at this point, correct? And then you can make the comments. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Judith Menucheri,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight. As being a trustee on the Beverly Hills Unified School District Board of Education has been and continues to be an honor of my lifetime. The first time I ever attended a board meeting was as a 12 or 13-year-old student at Horace Mann. I was student council president, and our beloved teacher and the papa of Horace Mann passed away. So I was there to request that the board approve of naming the Horace Mann Auditorium as the Ron Brown Auditorium, which they did. Standing here before you about 30 years later still gives me the same sense of butterflies and excitement. As an alum of our district, my love and appreciation for BHUSD knows no bounds. And now, as a mother of 3 students, my desire is to make it the best it can be for all our students and staff. With that said, I believe that you can love BHUSD and expect more from BHUSD at the same time. That is why I decided to run. I, like many of you, saw the need for leadership that expected more. Faster construction, leaner management, enhanced facilities, improved academics, higher test scores, expanded programs, and much more from our hard-earned tax dollars. In the last 3 years, all of that has been my focus. Expecting more from BHUSD is something that I and my colleagues acutely agree on, and it has been the basis for extensive changes and far-reaching recalibration in 2025. Change is never easy, yet progress demands courage. We recognize that 2025 needed to be the year we stepped forward with bravery and boldness, launching the first phase of a long overdue change essential to fulfilling our true potential. First, we prioritized our role as fiduciaries of the school district and taxpayer dollars, and we reduced over $1.3 million yearly in top-heavy management and administrative staff positions. This move enabled us as a board to really hone in on who, what, when, where, and most importantly, why. Next, we welcome Dr. Alex Chernis back home as our superintendent. Dr. Chernis began his career as a BHUSD math teacher, rising through administrative, then district office roles. He then served as CFO of LA County Office of Education, overseeing $14 billion across 80 districts, and led 3 SoCal districts as superintendent before joining us. Under his leadership, San Marino Unified became the #1 school district in California. It's clear why we are fortunate to have Dr. Chernis at BHUSD. We also welcomed 3 new principals and 2 new assistant principals, all of whom are also proven leaders with proven results, ranging from expertise in child development and education to California Distinguished School status and achievement. And now we have a perfect combination of veteran staff and fresh perspectives. These hires aligned with our 2025 mission and have helped set the foundation for the 2026 BHUSD trajectory toward its rightful position of excellence, making the school district an integral pillar within the Beverly Hills community once again: police, fire, schools. In 2025, we also made some changes from within to ensure our students are empowered with the academic time and support they are entitled. For example, our youngest learners, TK and K, now have a 60-minute longer school day, amounting to nearly 11,000 additional instructional minutes per school year for our 4, 5, and 6-year-old. Early release days for TK and K students have been reduced from 9 school days per school year to 5. Early dismissal days elementary-wide have been reduced from 11 per school year to 6. All of this reflects a prioritization of instructional time in the foundational years, helping our students prepare for their next chapter, middle school. We also committed to a no student left behind approach. And to that end, at the elementary and middle school levels, we now offer free math and English after-school tutoring taught by BHUSD teachers for those students not meeting grade level standards. This is in addition to the new dual language Spanish immersion program, which was launched at the start of the school year, as well as the new chess and debate afternoon programs for our elementary upper cohorts. In early 2025, Beverly Vista Middle School was awarded the Schools to Watch designation, a true testament to the fact that BVMS has settled in to its integral role as a bridge between our elementary and high school programs. We continue to focus on improving academics and rigor at BVMS and enhancing its role as a springboard. In 2025, we also installed a regulation-size athletic field at BVMS so we can build community by hosting football, soccer, and other sports. In addition to the 24 pre-existing athletic teams, visual performing arts, and music programs, we introduced girls and boys flag football teams. Beverly Hills High has also had its share of wow moments in 2025. After nearly a decade, we ushered in 6 new tennis courts, with boys and girls tennis teams making it to CIF playoffs for the first time in years, a new softball field, a magnificent performing arts wing which consists of the Salter Family Theater, Peters Auditorium, instructional spaces like the dance company practice room, and choir and instrumental rooms. In addition, we launched our robust career and college counseling department with 3 additional counselors and in a format which mirrors that of the private schools. Academic counselors for the 9th and 10th graders and college counselors for the 11th and 12th graders who are reviewing our students' college applications and essays. You know I could go on for another hour. But suffice it to say, BHUSD is now, under the direction of a strong and unwavering board, a responsive district office team, and all our hardworking staff, from principals, teachers, custodians, yard aides, food service workers, instructional assistants, and a lot, and a lot more, operating with integrity and at the speed of light, a public school district that looks, feels, and operates with the caliber of a private school. Now, let's talk about 2026, because we didn't come this far to only come this far. 2026 is not about getting back to normal. It's about defining our new normal as a boutique school district that serves the children of its residents, staff, and city employees. A true community with academic excellence and real-world opportunities, showing our students how to work hard and smart, operate with integrity, prepared for the ever-changing future that awaits them. Coming this year will be more measures to further our district-wide commitment to excellence and innovation, putting BHUSD back on the map as a lighthouse district that knows how to get it done. In 2026, just a few initiatives you can look forward to are a continued laser focus on teaching, student learning, and academic achievement as delineated in the 25-26 strategic plan, new programs such as the debut of an instrumental music program for the elementary grades, and an expansion of athletic opportunities. Boys and girls tennis, co-ed golf, co-ed swimming, and wrestling will begin at the middle school, and flag football and wrestling will be introduced at the elementary levels. You know we are also taking care of business on the construction. 2026 will see Beverly High's front lawn soon after winter break, 2 new parking lots on the south side of Beverly High, and finally, an athletic pavilion which consists of first, a new huge Conheim athletic basketball building, as well as a regulation-size outdoor pool, in addition to the existing swim gym for the entire community to use. In addition, the board has already determined we will refresh the Beverly Hills High School library. We will initiate AI programming, which will be piloted through the 4th through 8th grade GATE program, and then establish a broad framework with more details to be delivered soon, just to mention a few. All of this is to say, BHUSD is back, and we are back with a vengeance. I invite you to join us on this journey because we are committed to our mission and vision of excellence. And it will be my absolute honor to preside as president and work hand in hand with my colleagues in the coming year to ensure all which I just mentioned and more will happen. Thank you.
between my daughter and my granddaughter and my son.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody would like to make a comment right now, now's a chance to speak. Mr. Stewart.
Oh, my goodness, what a speech. Judy, thank you so much for everything that you do. I don't think I've ever met someone more prepared for board meetings. I'm always intrigued by your 3-foot binder full of notes. But this is just the culmination of, because you were school president elementary and then ASB president, now, of course, Board of Education. I'm here endorsing her for 2028 President of the United States. I think you'd be amazing. Look, you've been not only a champion for everyone, you've been a champion for so many causes that I've felt so powerful about. And I've learned so much in watching you masterfully and tactfully work your magic. You are incredibly good at this. And to be able to sit next to you for this past year, I guess I get to move a little bit to the left. I know no one ever thought you'd ever hear me say that. But I still get to be next to you. I still get to learn from you, and I still get to help champion all of your leadership into this next year. So I'm just really proud of you.
Thank you.
Before I change seats with Mrs. Manicherry, I'd just like to say that that was a unique, wonderful state of the Beverly Hills Unified School District, and you really nailed everything, and it's going to be a pleasure to work with you during the coming year, and I wish you nothing but luck in the coming year, as you know, and I will now let
Others speak? Yep. Ms. Manicherry, you have an incredible presence as a leader. You are spot on and very sharp about what you want. It is inspiring to see the amount of energy that you put into what you want. You have an incredible amount of energy, and you look at all angles of a problem to get it done. And I am sure that you will be an outstanding president.
Mrs. Sabad.
It is a tremendous honor to recognize a remarkable leader and steward of our school, Judy Manicherry, as she steps into her role as board president of the Beverly Hills Unified School District. In her 3 years on this board, Judy has demonstrated unwavering commitment, sharp insight, passion, energy, and an enduring focus on what truly matters, our students. From the moment she joined this governing body, she brought with her not only deep personal investment as a parent with 3 children in our schools, but also a genuine passion for strengthening academic opportunities, introducing programs and initiatives which support our students with variety of interest, whether the performing arts, career technical education, or athletics, and ensuring that every student has the resources and pathways to succeed. Judy's leadership has been defined by thoughtful engagement and purpose-driven action. She has been a powerful voice in expanding student support and opportunities, whether advocating for enhanced counseling services, encouraging innovative pathways like career preparation, initiatives. Her influence reflects a clear vision for the future of our district. What I have observed most in working with Judy this past year is her steady focus on prioritizing students' needs through careful collaborative leadership. She approaches each challenge not simply as an item on a meeting agenda, but as a moment to elevate and lived experiences of our children. Her voice is thoughtful, data-informed, and grounded in the belief that our schools must not only educate, but also empower students to thrive in an ever-changing world. Judy leads with both heart and rigor. She is not afraid to ask difficult questions, to represent a well-considered perspective, and to stand firm when doing what is right for students and the district's mission. She respects diverse viewpoints, and she brings people together to find common ground, a quality that is essential to effective governance and responsible leadership. Her dedication extends beyond policy and procedure. Judy's presence at school events, her engagement with families and community members from all backgrounds and perspectives, her commitment to providing our students from TK to 12th the opportunity to have reason to be on our campus from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., so that their parents can be at work and not have to worry because their children are under the care of the district. Judy ensures that all our dollars are spent wisely and intentionally to avoid any sudden dip in reserves or need to make any sweeping changes as she reads and evaluates every detail of our finances. Her outreach to educators and staff make it clear that this work is not abstract to her, it is personal. She understands that the decisions we make in this room ripple through classrooms, hallways, and homes across Beverly Hills, and she carries that responsibility with integrity and care. Judy's service reflects not only her professional strength, but also the sacrifices she and her family have made in dedicating so much time and energy to our schools, often at the expense of moments with her children and husband. That kind of selfishness is born out of genuine love for our community and a deep commitment to ensuring that every student has access to excellence and opportunity. As board president, I have every confidence that Judy will continue to lead with clarity, compassion, and courage. She embodies the very best of public service, honoring tradition while pushing forward with bold ideas and a commitment to excellence and student-centered governance. Congratulations, Judy. Thank you for your leadership, your dedication, and your tireless work. We are fortunate to have you at the helm during this exciting chapter of BHUSD's journey.
I think we voted 5-0 before we started, right? Yes. Okay, we're going to change positions here, so just bear with us for a minute. And
Hello.
It feels really nice, and I actually think I'm going to start to need to borrow Mrs. Marcus's glasses because I can't see anymore. Thank you, everyone, for your kind words and your acknowledgement, and more than anything, for your partnership every day. The quality of communication and the open-heartedness that I receive from all different types of members of our community, whether folks who had kids here, folks who have kids here, from the city and from within the school district, is the primary reason why I'm able to do what I do at the speed that I do it with. It's because everybody is with me every step of the way, including my colleagues, and I appreciate it, and I will do my best to make you all proud and be worthy of the kind words that were just stated. Thank you. Okay, so it's a pleasure to continue this meeting, and I will call for the nomination for Board Vice President. I'm calling for the nomination. And
I will make a motion to nominate, thank you. I will make a motion to nominate Dr. Stern as the next Vice President.
Okay, can I have a
I
second?
will second.
Okay, thank you. Are there any comments? Any comments? I have some comments. Trustee Stern, I'd like to acknowledge you as a colleague and for your time and care on the board. My time on the board has made me realize a board member's responsibilities, obligations, and concern for this district go far beyond what many understand, far beyond the bi-weekly meetings. The question of being an officer of the board exceeds that of a board member. Being an officer is not just a title, but there are additional key governance capabilities which relate to leading a board and representing a school district, and which we must take seriously. For example, conducting extensive research, taking the master's in governance courses, speaking to parents beyond our inner circle and returning messages, spending several hours a week on the business of the board, representing the board as an observer in union negotiations and preparing for meetings. They require educating ourselves on policies and best policies. For example, adhering to the Brown Act, adhering to the Board Governance Handbook, which we have all signed, and which delineates board decorum and measures. They require us to maintain mutual respect among the board, for example, not responding to the media, not calling the media and asking them to run certain articles in order to bash other board members, not relitigating board votes in the papers, not making false statements to the public about closed session matters, and not misleading the public when you voted unanimously with the rest of the board in closed session and more. I pleaded with you on more occasions than I would like to count to please be mindful of these behaviors, which subvert the hard work and unity among the board, and just as importantly, erode the public's trust in the board. With respect to you being an officer of the board, I have been very torn as a colleague because I understand you are trying your best in your own way, as we all do. And I have been very torn as a friend because I enjoy our conversations about what it is like to be just a mom to our teenage boys. But as a trustee whose sworn duty is to this district, I believe I have no choice but to vote no, and I say that with respect and care.
Just like to make
Mrs.
a comment.
Marcus,
Yes.
please.
I would like to welcome Dr. Stern as the next vice president. She has already served one term as the vice president previously, and I believe that she is very capable of continuing in the role as vice president and then president. And I look forward to working with her, and I know that her interests in on the board sometimes differ a little bit from what we, from her background, and I appreciate the perspective that she brings from that at all times. So I look forward to those same perspectives going forward, and I would appreciate them. So thank you again, and welcome to your new position.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Marcus. Do
Can
you
I make a speech or?
Yes,
a little-
please.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Thank you, colleagues. I'm honored to serve as vice president. As difficult as it has been for anyone serving on school boards these days, I'm comforted that we all, in fact, have more solidarity than one might think. If there is any lingering yet painful lesson of the pandemic or last year's fires, it is that solidarity is contagious, and that in times of natural disaster or adversity, people are naturally connected and generous. Witness the outpouring of support and resources that perfect strangers gave to one another last January during the fires. We need to understand solidarity as a form of awareness that is inherent to all of us. Our collaboration and solidarity does not require that all of our positions or choices are flawless and perfectly logical, but it does require open-minded thinking, and this means that we acknowledge there is always more than one true way to see a situation, and more than one true opinion, idea, or thought. And all points of view have both true and false in them. I'm grateful to work alongside my colleagues, all of whom have ideas and dreams that can and do truly benefit our students.
Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Sabag, do you have any comments? Yeah. As soon as the discussion is done, I'll call for the vote. Or I can call for the vote. Okay. I will call for the vote. Mrs. Marcus? Aye. Yes. Mr. Stewart?
No.
Mrs. Sabag?
No.
Trustee Stern?
Yes.
And I am a no, so that's a 2-3. Do we take another vote? I think we're obligated to proceed with the next in line. Okay. Yes. Do I have any other nomination from the floor?
I would like to nominate Ms. Sagali Sabag.
Okay, I will second that nomination. Is there any discussion? Okay, I call for the vote. Mrs. Marcus?
No.
Mr. Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee Stern?
No.
Trustee Sabag?
Yes.
Okay, and I am a yes, 3-2. Thank you so much. Okay, I call for the nomination for the board clerk. Is that typically a certain board member?
I was told it's typically the former president.
Okay. I make a motion to nominate Mrs. Marcus as the board clerk. May I have a second?
I will second.
Okay, is there any discussion? Okay, Mrs. Marcus? Is that a yes? Yes. Yes, okay. Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee Stern?
Yes.
Trustee Sabag?
Yes.
And I am a yes, that's a 5-0. Okay, I have organizational actions, adoption of the annual motions, but I don't know if I have a copy of the annual motions. Thank you. Okay. So I think I'm going to jump to the board liaisons, is that correct? Because we have items 9A, B, C. Do we have any annual motions? Yes, they're attached. They're attached. Mrs. Marcus, do you have them by some chance?
I have the list there I gave you of the past ones. I just
Thank
gave
you.
the sheet that I gave you.
I'm sorry, I don't have the annual motion. Okay, not a problem. And then approval
Oh,
of.
wait. I'm sorry. Approval of the annual motion, organizational. That's this one right here. Yeah, here.
I don't have it. These are the committees.
These right there.
So that's F. So, okay, we have first up adoption of the annual motions. We'll get our hands on that. Then we have approval of the certification of signatures. So should we bring those up now, Ms. Austin? Okay. I can jump to C. Okay.
I'll make a motion to adopt the annual motions.
Okay. May I have a second?
I'll second. I'll second. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Is there any any comment on that or discussion? Okay, I'll call for the question. Mrs. Marcus?
Yes.
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee Stern?
Yes.
Trustee Sabag?
Yes.
And I am a yes, that's 5-0. May I have a motion for approval of their certification of signatures, please?
Well, did you all sign them on the certification in the other room? That just remind you that they need to be signed.
Yes, so those need to be signed before we leave, if everyone can do that.
Okay, I'll
May I
make a
have-
motion to approve the certification of signatures.
Thank you so much. May I have a second?
I will second.
Okay, if there's no discussion, I'll call for the question. Mrs. Marcus?
Yes.
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee Stern?
Yes.
Trustee Sabag?
Yes.
And I am a yes, so that's a 5-0 on the approval of the certification of signatures. Then I will move for a selection of the annual representative to the LACSTA, LA County School Trustees Association. Mrs. Marcus, is that something you'd like to do?
Because that's in the evening
it's
and
been
you know.
far.
It's far and it's at night. I don't think that's something that I would like to undertake at this
Okay.
time.
If nobody else wants to do it, I'm happy to jump in on that one. That's actually Trustee Sabag, that was you this past year, the LACSTA. Do
Yes.
you want to continue that?
No, thank you.
Okay.
It is really far.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, I will be glad to do it.
If you ever need someone to go with you, I will be happy to do that, but I will not be able to do
Driving.
it as well.
Thank you. I will. It's okay. I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, I will remind everyone to please sign the annual affidavit of residence. And is there a representative to the Los Angeles County Committee on School District Organization in October, November?
I think that's one meeting per year and it's just a one-time deal and if you need someone to go, I can go, but
Okay.
if it's not at night, otherwise I have to.
Okay, so Mrs. Marcus, why don't you try first, and if that doesn't work out for you, I can
Okay.
be your backup.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk board liaisons. So the city liaisons, I think, are usually the president and vice president, should we just continue with that? Okay, since I'm hearing no comment, I'll take that as a yes. The JPA liaisons, this past year, we had myself and trustee Stewart. If nobody else wants to do it, we can continue.
Mrs. Marcus, can you do the JPA with Mrs. Monticelli?
I'd like to stay on the JPA.
He would like to stay
Okay.
on it,
He'd
so
like
if he
to
wants
stay?
to stay on it, I mean.
Okay. Okay. So maybe, Mr. Stewart, if anything happens, Mrs. Marcus can be your backup.
100%.
Okay. I learned this week, thank you, Mrs. Marcus, for bringing it to my attention, that the Health and Safety Commission and the Human Relations Commission have merged at the city level into the Health and Human Relations Commission. And is there anybody who would like to represent the board as a liaison for that combo commission?
I'd love it to be me and Mrs. Marcus again. I thought we had a
I'd like
blast this
to,
year.
I've been doing the Human Relations Commission, so I'd like to continue that.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say, Dr. Stern?
Mrs. Marcus, Dr. Stern would like to participate in that one. Mr. Stewart would like to participate, and he recommended you, and he continue.
I'd be more than happy to
Okay.
defer to Dr. Stern.
Okay, so Dr. Stern, that's you, and thank you for doing that. Mrs. Marcus, would you like to join her on that?
If she needs someone to take over for her on that, whatever, I'll step in and help her.
Okay, so Mrs. M will be the backup. Excuse me. Okay, Recreations and Parks actually has been me, and
Can I make a suggestion on that
Yes.
one? I think that it was you, but I don't recall whether anybody, I remember when you started doing it with Mrs. Wells.
Yes.
And then it was, you went for a while, and then I think it was something that sort of fell by the wayside. I don't know that we need to have somebody at that one, and if you feel that we do have it, I don't know that they meet every,
actually, Mrs. Marcus, I would say that, in my opinion, the Recs and Parks Commission is the one that relates the most to our afternoon programming,
well,
our
isn't that also part of the
JPA.
JPA, though? I mean, as far as the JPA is concerned?
No, Recs and Parks is definitely unique, and I've loved being on it. I think it's been very important to increase their capacity, and they are serving us every day, really.
Well,
So
all
I'll
I'm saying is
continue.
I don't recall that there was much interaction between them and this time. But if you
Oh,
see,
sure.
if you would say that you really feel it, that's
Yes.
fine. But as I recall for the past year, I did not hear any reports from Parks and
Yeah,
Rec.
it's because we've reduced it to a quarterly meeting, a quarterly attendance by the board liaison, because they're so busy. But it's highly important for a
Okay,
variety of reasons.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying that from the standpoint of the board taking on so many.
I know. Since it's quarterly, I'll continue to go for it. They really also appreciate hearing the construction updates, because that relates to their programming in a big way.
Okay.
Okay. District Finance Committee liaisons has been Mrs. Marcus.
I would like to stay on that one.
Okay. Mrs. Sabag, would you like to stay on finance?
I'm okay if somebody else wants to do it.
Okay, so we can either have just Mrs. Marcus do it, or does anybody else want to jump in with her? Okay, I'm going to take that as a Mrs. M, you're on your own. Okay. Citizens Bond Oversight Committee liaisons has been, actually, I didn't realize I was on this.
Right, so.
Sorry, I apologize.
That one also, if
So
somebody
trustee-
wants to do that, that would be great.
Dr. Stern, would you like to take this one on?
Yes.
The CBOC? Okay, great. Okay, Wellness Committee liaisons has been Mrs. Marcus and Trustee Sabag.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Continue, Mrs. Marcus? Okay.
Unless somebody else wants to do it.
Would anyone else
Mr.
like to
Stewart,
do
do you
that?
want? No?
Okay. CTE Committee liaisons.
So on the wellness, I'm
I'm
just doing
sorry.
that?
You're continuing unless you'd like for Mrs.
No, I would love to
Yes.
continue, but it's only going to be me, right?
No, it's you and Mrs. Marcus.
Oh, okay, yes. okay.
Am I understanding that correctly, Mrs. Marcus? You will continue with Trustee Sabag on wellness?
Yes.
Okay.
What about the CTE?
CTE committee liaisons was yourself and myself, I think, as,
Do you want to do it with me?
sure? Or Does anybody else want to join in on that?
I have an interest.
It's usually president, vice president, okay. Mrs. Sabag, it's usually president, vice president, but Mr. Stewart is asking for that one.
The CTE?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so who's going to be doing it?
So if it's okay with you, it would be myself and trustee Stern.
Yes, I'm good with that.
Stewart, excuse me, and Russell. Okay. So we've already discussed the annual representative to LACSA, which will be myself, and then the representative to the LA County Committee on School District Organization will be myself. And then new for the 25-26 is the AI task force, which I proposed at a recent board meeting, and I'd love to join in on that one. Would you, I know you've been discussing that. Okay, is that fine with everyone?
Actually, I'd like to be on that. I suggested that as well. The AI task force.
Okay, well, I'm happy to give up my spot for you, so that's fine. Thank you all for volunteering.
Can we go through that one more time so everybody has that clear? I think that would be a wise
So
thing.
just to recap, and please stop me if I got it wrong, city liaisons will be myself and trustee Sabag. JPA liaisons will continue to be myself and trustee Stewart. Mrs. Marcus will serve as the backup. Health and Human Relations will be trustee Stern and Mrs. Marcus as her backup. Recs and Parks will continue to be myself. District Finance Committee will be Mrs. Marcus. Citizens Bond Oversight Committee will be Dr. Stern. Wellness Committee will be trustee Marcus and Sabag continuing on. The CTE Committee liaisons will be myself and trustee Stewart. The annual representative to LACSA will be myself, and the representative to the LA County Committee on School District Organization will be myself, and the new AI task force will be trustees Stern and Russell. Are we okay with that? Beautiful. That's a great combo. Okay. I believe that it's the agenda hearing period for public comment, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we've got to go with 2 minutes max each, please. Even though we technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it could be up to 3 minutes. Has that been your rule?
20 minutes, 2.
If it's 10 or more?
No, not 10. If it exceeds 20 minutes, if you give everybody 3
Oh,
minutes.
I understand.
So it's only going to be 2 minutes per speaker.
Okay, folks, since it's
Because
going
if you give them 3, you're at 27 minutes.
I understand. So I will call you up in order that's presented to me here, and I welcome your comments, and I ask you to please keep them to a 2-minute max. Commissioner Termay. Hi, Commissioner Termay. Mrs. Marcus, this is one of my partners from the Recs and Parks Commission.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing me to speak. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the outstanding work of the board and the district leadership. There have been significant accomplishments done, including the hiring of the Beverly High principals, the El Rodeo and Horseman. The continued construction at Beverly Hills High School is an investment in our future and in the campus. The after-school programs, including chess, debate, and basketball, the Spanish immersion program, it's just very well supported by both Horseman and El Rodeo. The facilities that you've been working on, like the new regulation-sized field at Beverly Vista, the 6 new tennis courts and the softball fields at Beverly High, and the reopening of the Salter Family Theater. They are going to greatly enhance our student programs. This is also excellent news about the front lawn, which is scheduled to open in February, so we're so excited. I also want to congratulate Judy on her swearing in, and I wish her the best wishes. And before I conclude, regarding recreation and parks, we really do enjoy the updates because we do have a lot of relationship with the board, including after-school programs that we like to hear about, This last time, last month that Judy came and spoke to us, we had a very long discussion actually about so many programs, including even pickleball and tennis courts and what's going to be offered at the high school. So it was very nice to be collaborative and to have that representation. And it's really only quarterly, so we really appreciate that. And thank you so much for all the work that you guys do. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, may I call up Dr. Parisa Leviathan Davudpour, please? Hi, you have 2 minutes, please.
Good evening. I'd like to take a moment to highlight the many new positive changes we're seeing in the Beverly Hills School District and to express our hope for continued progress and involvement across all areas. The recent administrative changes at both elementary schools have truly been a breath of fresh air and a great compliment to their school community. There's open communication, and the administration has been proactive, responsive, engaged, and spirited. Most importantly, they are making meaningful connections with parents, which strengthens trust and partnership. They communicate directly regarding incidents and make sure students feel safe and protected. At Horseman, we have the privilege to work with the principal and vice principal that are open and involved in our new innovative programs for our students. Our superintendent, Dr. Chernis, has been open, responsive, and willing to take action promptly when necessary, which makes a tremendous difference. The superintendent committee has become a valuable space where involved parents can come together, share ideas, voice concerns, and collaborate to make our district even stronger. We thank you for opening up the Hawthorne campus for bike rides on the weekends and hope for a pump track. This pump track is really needed. I'd like to specifically thank Dustin Seaman for supporting our PAUSE group and its mission to reduce unnecessary screen time while promoting healthier activities for our children. That support shows a real commitment to student well-being and academic success. Additionally, I'm grateful that our teachers are communicating more, working collaboratively, and aligning instruction to better support our academic goals. We've also seen improvements in security and helpful assistance with car line flow, both of which contribute to a safer and more organized school environment. I also appreciate the district's efforts to increase an academic focus, streamline education, and create community-wide events that bring us together and help foster a close, connected community. We appreciate all of the various events and parent universities that are put together to support our parents and children. Overall, these changes are encouraging, and I'm hopeful that we continue building on this momentum with continued collaboration, engagement, and shared commitment to our children and our community. Thank you for your time and tireless commitment to our board. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davudpour. Next, I think we have Shelley Azizi is up. She had to go home. I know she was dealing with the power outage. I understand. Okay, Ms. Seppi Shahri. Hi, Ms. Shahri. Welcome. You have 2 minutes, please.
Everything that Parisa said, by the way. Dear board members, my name is Seppi Shahri. I'm here today to express my gratitude for all the selfless time you have put into our district to make it better than it was yesterday. I am a proud BHUSD alumni who has evolved to become a proud BHUSD mom. My involvement as a PAC member has only proven to me how much time and dedication it takes to be a board member. It is evident from every board meeting I watch how much care and love you all have for our district, for our students and staff. The level of critical thinking pouring in from your different backgrounds and experiences is what I love about you. And together you mince it into a treasure our district can work with. I have spoke with all of you individually and have appreciated your true care. My recent emails regarding upcoming constructions and security concerns have been addressed with care. I have to say, with this team, I have seen amazing progress, especially with my #1 concern, academia. I see every step our district takes has improved the scores, and I look forward to watching that upward slope to continue. I love the care and questions about the honors classes, enrichment, strategic plans, athletic fields, and spirit wear, technology concerns with both with decreasing screen time as well as ensuring the students are exposed to the most advanced to prepare for their future. A better transparency is what I could have wished for, but I am sure you're all exposed to so much information that you can't always share with us and help us understand the full picture, and we can't blame you for that. I know most of you don't have children in elementary, yet you care so much for getting them the best of everything, including admin teams. My sincere gratitude. I look forward to watching the continued success of BHUSD with your thinking brains and focus on our children. Hope you don't have to stay working till 11 p.m. for the rest of the term.
Thank you, Ms. Shari. Dr. Yasharpur, please join us, and you've got 2 minutes.
So I have to say I ran here from the boys' frosh basketball game, at which we blew out the other team, and they looked really good in their new uniforms, so kudos to you guys. There are moments in the life of a school district when trust begins to erode, when parents feel unheard, when academics slip from the forefront, and when decisions feel disconnected from the needs of our children. Many of us in this room felt that happening in BHUSD. And what mattered most in that moment was not words, but action. And for that reason, I want to publicly thank and recognize our new board president, Judy Manicherry. Judy stepped up, she ran for the school board, and once she got elected, she immediately helped restore faith in this board by doing what true leaders do: listening, asking hard questions, and refusing to accept the status quo when it no longer served our students. She understood that protecting our kids means protecting academic standards, accountability, and long-term vision, not comfort or complacency. Under her leadership, we have seen meaningful change. A new superintendent who understands the urgency of academic excellence, a renewed focus on what had been lacking: rigor, structure, and clear expectations. Difficult but necessary decisions to remove incompetence and barriers that were holding this district back. These are not easy choices, but they are the right ones. Judy has consistently emphasized that BHUSD must return to being an exceptional district, one worthy of recognition. And she hasn't done that alone. With the partnership of her fellow board members, we've seen collaboration replace fragmentation, progress replace stagnation, and forward momentum where there once was gridlock. We've seen tangible improvements, smarter corporate partnerships that strengthened the district, the removal of long-standing hindrances in construction that delayed critical progress, and expanded college counseling services that finally reflect the realities our students face, needing multiple counselors, real guidance, and real support. As a parent, I can say this personally. Over the years, I've written emails, raised concerns, asked tough questions, often out of frustration, always out of love for our kids. Judy didn't dismiss those concerns. She engaged, responded, acted. That matters more than people realize. And perhaps most importantly, she leads not just as a board member, but as a mother who wants the very best for her own children in this district. That perspective brings integrity to every decision she makes, and when you advocate with the same urgency for all children that you would for your own, trust follows. Because of that, I truly can't wait to see what you accomplish as president. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Dr. Yasharpur. You're in trouble. Ms. Shamsi, you're up next. Is she on Zoom? Oh, no, here you are. Hi, Ms. Shamsi. Welcome, and you have 2 minutes, please.
I apologize. I've been running around all day, so I just have brainstorm notes. I want to thank the current board for everything you've done. Every single person sitting up here is absolutely amazing. Every single one of you have been like hand-selected, and you're wonderful. You're doing amazing things for our school. Dr. Chernis, we're so happy that you have joined our school. We have new principals and assistant principals that are just wonderful. At El Rodeo, we have Mrs. Delosio, Mr. Cameron. At BV, Mr. Waters has been promoted to principal. They're all doing wonderful, amazing things. We have PAUSE, as the others mentioned, which stands for Promoting Alternatives to Unhealthy Screen Exposure. And everyone here has been behind this movement. And we're now hoping to create a new pump track for our city where young children and teenagers can ride their bikes and have outdoor physical activities. And please look for and sign the support statement for the city to to support the pump statement. The cafeteria food has come a long way. It still has a long way to go, but it's nice to have people who, understand, support it, and are like-minded to, it sounds silly, cafeteria food, but it's really, it's 2 meals out of 3 that our children eat during the day. So it's really important what, nutrition we give our children. It's really for their health and, long-term benefits. The construction, everybody mentioned, El Rodeo looks amazing. Beverly Hills High School is on its way. We have visibly more sports and physical activities than we did in the past. And someone finally stepped out of their comfort zone and did something. At El Rodeo, we have a basketball coach, an amazing one, that comes during recess and plays basketball with the kids. This is new. Hawthorne Field has been opened up for the kids to ride bikes on the weekends. And I just want to leave you with one last thought. I wonder how the years of COVID would have been if we had these people up here. Just think about all the things that would have been different. Thank you.
Mrs. Katz, the floor is yours. 2 minutes, please.
I'm not even going to take up 2 minutes. I just wanted to welcome Judy Manicherry, who's one of my really great friends. And I wanted to thank Mrs. Marcus for all her years of dedication to this district. You're a very special woman. On a separate note, I think that everyone that you see in front of you right now returns phone calls, returns emails. They care about our district, and to see this site makes me so happy because I have had such struggles with this district that I almost wanted to pull my kids out, and I actually applied one of them out. So I decided to keep my kids in this district because of the leadership, and I am looking forward to 2026 with everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I believe we have Ms. Ribakoff on Zoom.
Yes, good evening. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. Hi.
Hi. Okay, well, thank you so much for allowing me a minute to speak or two. I just want to express my sincere appreciation to this board and all the positive changes you've made in our district. I echo the people who've spoken already about the specific changes, but I just want to really take a moment to recognize, as someone who also has worked in government for over 25 years, the work that you do is thankless, it's challenging. You have to navigate competing interests, bureaucracy, red tape, and the nearly impossible task of meeting expectations of people who come from very different schools of thought. And I've watched you all come together, even when you don't agree, in a way that has really impressed me, and it's left me so thankful that I have 3 kids in this district. I'm so hopeful for the future of my kids, largely because of the work that you, as complete professionals, but also as human beings, as concerned parents, have come together to do. You've been steadfast in your commitment to long-term excellence rather than short-term comfort. This required resolve, discipline, and a shared vision. It required change when change was really hard. It required personal sacrifices of you and your families, even threats and unkind behavior for those who were not so open-minded. But I do appreciate that you have stayed the course, because I think that even when people disagree with you, what we all can come together and agree on is that a district that's successful, as you are working very hard to ensure and have already reached so much successes, serves us all, despite whatever different visions we come from. So I thank you for your work, and I know our work here is not done. It's not just you. I hope that you understand that we are your partners. We're committed to partnering with you. We hold ourselves and you accountable, and we must also maintain our professionalism, open-mindedness, involvement, and understanding open dialogue. Thank you for your leadership and your performance.
Thank you, Ms. Rybakov. I appreciate it. Next is Mr. Namiri, our president's, the father of one of our presidents.
Yeah, so my daughter Gia is El Rodeo's student council president, and just decided to stop by. So I decided to say some words about kind of our experience this year with Ms. Delazio and Mr. Cameron. I mean, first I want to say that, you know the saying, you rip the Band-Aid off? This year it feels like duct tape was stuck on for many years, and it's been ripped off and just gushing blood all over the place. To some, you know, that's the situation that I feel like Ms. Delazio and Mr. Cameron stepped into. And they've done an amazing job in that situation. The changes, the power that they've given the community to be able to do things. My wife has been pretty integral in bringing in the debate coach and also the chess team. We've known the chess coach for a while, Coach Jay. He's written books. He's won national awards for being like Chess Coach of the Year this past year. We met him at the National Chess Tournament in Columbus, Ohio, where Gia scored, I think she ranked 12th in, I think it was 3rd grade or 2nd grade at the time. And so, you know, we were like, hey, we got to get you to our school. And finally, this year, thank you, we got him at El Rodeo. So that's the type of stuff that we've been seeing now, and we're really excited about having at our school. Personally, I think, like Ellie was mentioning, I think Beverly Hills School District should be run more like a private school than comparing ourselves to other public schools. And we should be leading all the public schools in the country. So very happy to see the changes that have been made, and I want to thank our staff at El Rodeo. I know it hasn't been easy. I invest in small public companies, and I see change all the time. It takes a different type of leadership team to change versus to kind of keep the status quo, and it's not easy. You know, you have to like let go of people who are your friends. You have to be tough at times, and feelings get hurt. And you know, I mean, I think it's been great. You know what's been happening. So I think we're probably in the early innings of where we need to be and where we can be. But I'm very excited to see the changes and the improvements that have been being made. Thank you all. And I also want to finish off by thanking Ms. Marcus, because it really started under your leadership, and I know it was not easy at all to make the changes that you made. So thank you.
Okay, great. That's the conclusion of our public comment time, and I'll call for board communications.
Now, for the first time, I get to speak first.
First, yes.
Not last. And I will take a few minutes just to talk about what I've been doing in the last week or so. I did attend the last meeting of the Health and Safety Commission. They had their usual priority reports. They had a review of the evacuation preparedness drill that they had several weeks ago. They honored Dr. Hilborn, who is stepping down from the Health and Safety Commission after his 6 years. And they, as you know, this was the last meeting of the Health and Safety Commission. It's now going to be called the Health and Human Relations Committee. I would like to thank everybody for their comments tonight. I appreciate, and I want you to know that I do listen. And I am aware, and I really appreciate hearing the comments. I would like to talk about one thing that I found out about this week on Sunday. I was invited by the AYSO to attend sort of a little a celebration of a program that's called EPIC. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of EPIC, but EPIC, it means every participant in the community, and it's devoted to the needs for special needs students playing soccer from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock every Sunday, and they have a buddy who's been trained to work with them. It was the most heartwarming thing for me to see, and I know from now on that I will attend it on occasion because it was very special. And when I mentioned it to some of the members of my board here, they'd never heard of it, and neither had I. But thanks to AYSO, this has been going on for, I believe, at least 10 years. And you should see these little kids coming with their blue shirts and their numbers and so on, and the buddies that in orange shirts. It just made me feel so good that these kids got a chance to participate in soccer, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that they're doing. I also attended all of the holiday concerts last week. You should take such pride in these kids on what they're doing. They are amazing. And I think with that, I want to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah or Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, whichever you celebrate. And I will turn it back to my friend, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Mrs. Marcus. Being on my right now, this is different.
Yeah, now I'm in trouble. You're in trouble.
What did I do this week? I want to give a special thank you. This is just from today, but I want to give a special thank you to Will Carrot in the back of the room, and Sean O'Connor and Colby, who is in our sound booth over there. We met with some great teams today about the soon coming, we promise, Peter's Auditorium, to do some final checks to make sure that when it opens, it is not only a wonderful theater for productions of our school, but it is a world-class entertainment facility for outside groups and comics and bands and other theater to be able to come in to not only bring us incredible entertainment, but a few months ago we passed a resolution to start an enterprise fund, which gives us the ability of starting for-profit businesses, which of course just directly benefits our kids every single day. And so I'm grateful to the team that flew out. I'm grateful to all of our staff that was very attentive, and the mission is one that goes forward as a team. Also, I am grateful, I'm very glad that Dr. Stern and I are going to be the first inaugural members of this AI committee. I think this is one of the most important things that we need to tackle. I think it's one that we need to not only stay on top of, but I would like to echo the fact that we need to be the best in everything. We are expected to be like a private school. We are a public school, but we are expected to act like a private school. And that doesn't mean that all private schools are the best, but we're Beverly Hills. When I got a chance to move here 20 plus years ago, it was because it was the best. And I'm proud of being the best. And I will work every moment of my life to make sure that we have the best. And I think that everyone on this dais agrees with that. Everyone in this audience wants that, and every child deserves that. And that is what you're going to get from us every single day. And Judy, I'm sorry, but the pleasantries are over, and it's time to get to work.
Okay. Oh, I was planning on taking a vacation.
Nope.
Okay. Thank you for your statements. I just want to speak to the power outage of the last couple of days. I know that it has been a big challenge for some of our families and our students, especially considering that our students are in final modes and they're expected to come to school the next day without the heater on, without lights on, without maybe laptops charged, and still perform and do their best. Thank you, Dr. Chernis, for the communication that went out today. And I understand that a significant portion of those who had lost power have regained power, but still there is a chunk out there that is still missing it. And so I just would encourage those families to, if there is something that you need, please let your principals know, or please let your counselors know so we can help. Thank you. And next time I'll go last, sorry. Trustee Stern?
So no shocker about the lack of nomination, although one of you swore up and down, but that's okay. I want to point out that with the Brown Act violation, Judy, in 2023, you wrote, and I say verbatim, "Are you out of your effing mind to send us this BSHIT?" And that was to everyone. So it's perhaps something that, we all need to work on. Also, no,
I
I am
did
not
do
done.
that when
I am
you
not, yeah, that
were
was unacceptable.
trying to not focus on
Unacceptable,
academics.
unacceptable,
Okay.
abusive, and toxic.
Okay.
It's funny? Okay, I would never respond that way. The other thing, too, is that wouldn't it occasion a Brown Act if the three of you all got together and decided about tonight's action? That seems to be a Brown Act violation because all of you knew that was what you were going to do. But
please don't assume.
Okay. I continue to want to work on this board very much, but I'm not at all surprised, and it's shocking too because the bylaws say that if you got the most votes, and that would be me, and you have a long term, the longest term, then that is the person who becomes the vice president. So
That
it's
is actually
shocking.
not what the bylaws
It's
say.
shocking that you guys would just go against the bylaw, ostensibly because Mr. Stewart got the lowest number of votes, and you want him to be president. Okay, perhaps that's it. The last thing I want to say is that you assume that I reran articles that were disparaging against board members. I'm the last person that wanted that. I was the one, when there was a recall that they asked, I said no, and you can ask any of those people because that's the last thing I want. I just like to get along with people. So that is not what I did at all. And what you might not remember or know is that a lot of people, I do have a lunch date with one particular gentleman, but I believe he goes to lunch with lots of people and gets lots of information. Please don't assume that I go around and gossip or divulge information because it simply isn't true. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Trustee Sabag.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'm here at the school district because I actually moved to the community just for the school district, and I love this community. And I want to say in regards to the blackout, because that's exactly what it was with the electricity, we have such an amazing community. I drove around to see what's going on, and we had streets that were pitch dark. And I was trying to look through the window, what were they doing? Because, my mother was on one of those blocks, and I had to bring her to my house because the elderly cannot survive in pitch darkness of the house. She can trip, fall, and God forbid something happens to her. So I dragged her out of her house. She didn't love that. And I just drove around and I saw people sitting in their car, charging their phones. There was quietness, there was silence, no uproar. I mean, of course, everybody's frustrated and upset, as I was as well. But I just have to say, I would love to say thank you to everybody in the community that have been so patient. Whatever happens here, we are here to help each other. And the district is also, we were thinking how we can help the kids, and we know it's the finals. So please reach out and let us know whatever you need. We are definitely there for you. So thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Chernus? No comments? Okay, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.